I decided to do my independent project on the Joker, and it takes place in Gotham City, and the main character in the movie is Arthur Fleck. Arthur Fleck suffers from mental illnesses, which causes him to not be accepted by society. He works as a clown during the day, and his dream is to become a comedian, but it ultimately fails for him. Arthur Fleck is disregarded, bullied, and mistreated by society. He becomes troubled and goes on a downward spiral of revolution and bloody crime. His upbringing in society ultimately causes him to create a new identity for himself called the Joker. The whole movie follows the life of Arthur Fleck and focuses on his mental health and why he becomes the troubled person that he is. I feel that by showing the main reason why Arthur Fleck becomes this crazy psychopath gains an emotional connection with the viewer because the viewer is able to see how horrible society truly is to Arthur Fleck. And in this way, the viewer can sort of empathize with him in certain parts of the movie.
What's so funny? Freak!
So, in the scene that I'm about to show you, Arthur murders his coworker and then dances around in town. And then a few detectives yell at him, and he then is chased by the detectives. And the whole scene follows the chase of both Arthur and the detectives. So, the scene begins with a close up of the coworker that the Joker just murdered. The camera then films the back of Arthur's head as he's walking, and it's another close up. It's a motivated shot because it is moving with Arthur, and it shows the back of his head to show suspicion in the sudden change of Arthur's appearance and identity into the Joker. So then the Joker turns around to the camera to reveal his new identity, and the camera slowly starts creeping into his face. So in this part, the camera moves with the Joker's actions, and that therefore makes it a motivated shot. Then the camera switches to a bird's eye view. And in this specific part, the camera has a bunch of different angles showing the Joker dancing on the stairs. And the purpose of this was to show the viewer the different angles of what other people were seeing. And I also feel that it was showing different angles of it to really focus on the Joker dancing on the stairs. This is a two-person shot with both detectives looking at the Joker.
Hey, we need to talk! Oh. Hey! No, one more!
So this scene is a long shot because you can see the Joker's whole body, and then it incorporates a car moving past the camera to sort of give more sense of of reality and the busy life of the city while he's running from these detectives. And then this is another motivated shot because the camera moves when the Joker gets hit by the car and he starts tumbling on the ground. The camera movement here is motivated because it's following the Joker running up the stairs, and it is also moving as if it were personally running on the stairs behind the Joker, as if it were the detectives. And then, last but not least, for this last part of the scene, the camera movement is motivated because it is following the train.